Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. So let's get into this situation. Let's talk about BrandiB. We know we lift her up in prayers that her and her children are protected and she lives a safe, long life. But as we speak, Max Lux, he is posted to Instagram to let everybody know that everything's okay with him and his family and everything's all good. His kids are spoiled. Everything is just golden over there. Like, come on. Like, miss me with all that. And we also know that BrandiB, she posted yesterday to Instagram showing her body parts to make sure that people see that she doesn't have any bruises at all. But she can have internal bruises, and there's some bruises that you just can't see with the naked eye. And this is really a sad situation. And BrandiB, she needs help. Her family members, her friends, people that are close to her need to run up in that house and get her and them kids ASAP. And Max Lux family need to run up in there and get him and remove him from that situation. Somebody needs to step in, because this might be the last time we hear from BrandiB, because it was a call for help. Is anybody going to answer that call? Even though she has retracted her statements that she made in the first Instagram live video of her being abused and being attacked. And that usually happens when they see nothing happens, when they don't see no pressure is applied to the person that is abusing them. So Max Lux, he went to Instagram to tell his side of the story and basically boast about everything is good when nobody believes that, not even himself. So let's check this out.
Yo, I'm sure everyone heard the unfortunate incident in my family this week, and I won't try to use tricky words and lingo to explain a bad situation. It's just that, a bad situation. But I will say this and be done with it. Verbal abuse has been on both sides of my relationship, and it is wrong, but I do not beat my wife. I do not beat my children. My children are all healthy and happy and spoiled because I don't even discipline my children. And anybody who knows me knows that. I'm not about that. I've never been about that. People who have been through this, they know what I'm saying. They know how difficult it is to tell the truth when there's a world full of physical, verbal, spiritual, and mental abuse, and we're all suffering. I recognize that. I recognize the climate we're living in that overlook people of color and women of color. You know what I'm saying? And I don't support that. It's not the time for any of this. It's really bad timing. It's the end of the year. And simply put, the river dance and insults needs to stop. The lies need to stop. Call it what it is. It's wrong for getting loud. Yes, I understand that, but I don't beat anybody. So please, I just ask that you give my family their space so that we can reconcile our own problems within our family, and that God blesses
Mm-mm-mm. Lord have mercy. Why did he have on a mask? What is he trying to hide? Is he having breakouts? Does he have acne? It looks like he has a blemish, on his high cheekbone. What's going on around it near his nose? Is he trying to, hide wounds that maybe BrandiB, did to protect herself against him? Like, what is going on with this situation? Why did he have to have on a mask? Like, now that's really crazy. And it's going to get even worse once Max Lux realized that people might shun him and may not want to work with him. And, he find and believes that it's because of BrandiB in that Instagram live video. What he's going to do is come home and go after her and blame her for his loss. He's going to blame her for people judging him. He's going to blame her if people turn down doing business with him. He's going to blame her and take it out on her. And you never know when he might decide to come after her, because, BrandiB, she called out. She called out for help. She's calling out for help. That's why they was on live. That's why she said, you ain't gonna do this to me no more. She called out for help. And when that help didn't come right away, when the help didn't swarm through and take her and rescue her out that house, she realized that maybe I have to put up with this. Maybe there's nowhere else to go. Maybe nobody does care, and then she ended up going back into her psyche and just saying, this is a great situation. This is a perfect situation. And then she retracted her statements of Max Lux actually abusing her. Somebody need to go get her and her kids, and somebody need to remove Max Lux out that house ASAP, point blank, period. Did somebody move? Where's her family? Where's her friends? Where are the people that she's close to? And she might not have anybody that she's close to, because if she's in a abusive relationship, they usually isolate you. But if you once was her close friend, if you know where she at, go get her. And somebody needs to run down and get Max up out that house ASAP. For real. And then we also have Moniece Slaughter from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. She says that Max Lux has been abusing Brandi since they were teenagers. He's been doing it forever and ever. And she's also afraid that BrandiB might end up in the casket. And that's 100. That is true. That could possibly happen. And we don't want that to happen. That's why we're sending protection, and clearness and stableness to BrandiB, and strength and knowledge that she can move, on, that she can go to a shelter. She can go to a 24-hour shelter. All she got to do is show them the video. All she got to do is show everybody the video of them talking about this situation. But it seems like Max Lux, he came out here to try to clear his name and not be embarrassed anymore. And that's his ego, because before, when the story first hit, Max Lux was out here on Instagram saying all types of nasty, dreadful things to people that was concerned about their children and their relationship. And then he tried to take them grocery shopping and buy all types of junk food and say, I'm taking care of my family. Like this is a crazy, crazy situation, and she needs support and she needs help. Somebody go save this girl. Where's her family? Where's his family? His family should remove him, because he can end up doing a life bid behind the situation. Who knows what could happen? BrandiB could end up behind bars. Who knows where the situation can go, especially COVID, especially being confined in your house in isolation and quarantine. So much can happen. And then once people mix drugs and alcohol together, especially people that are abusive, what they tend to do is find any reason to attack you, and they'll go back down memory lane in their mind and think you did it yesterday and come after you and attack you. I had a friend, she was my friend in high school. We was cool and everything. It was time to go to college, and then she ended up telling me, what was going on in her house with her mother, and I ended up telling my family, and my family ran down to her house. And when I say ran down, they ran down to our house, got the babies out. It was 8 kids my friend's mother had, got all 8 kids out and the mother out. And the father was handled, and he never ever bothered my friend's mother ever again. He never did anything to her. He never came around, because he knew that my friend and her mother and their brothers and sisters, they had protection. They had people that cared, and he wanted no part of that, because he only wanted to, abuse a weak woman that had no support and no family. Somebody need to help BrandiB. For real, this is really a sad situation. We send prayers to BrandiB and her children, that they are protected and they have the armor of God and protection on them, because she damn sure needs it.